Okay, Jim, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Jim, and viewers to listeners to the Dolphin Podcast. This is going to be a new kind of episode that we're going to introduce weekly, I believe, Jim.
Yeah.
So we've got a normal episode where it's just picking a certain topic and just talking about that. So today, for instance, was Avatar. This week's normal Dolphin Podcast is going to be based on Avatar, the movie, talking about that. And then maybe this new podcast episode will be picking a particular song. So I'm going to pick a song that I would like you to listen and then sort of dissect with me. Or, just hear your feelings about it. So it might be, we don't know how long it's going to be. We're just going to see how it goes, right?
We'll see how it goes.
Jim.
Looking forward to this.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to check it in then.
Okay, so I'm not going to look and see what this is.
No.
I'm just going to listen to it.
No, but I do want you to watch, because it's going to be a video.
Okay. Once it goes up onto the big screen, I won't see the writing, so I can look.
Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, here we go, buddy.
They say, oh my God, I see the way you shine. Take your hands, my dear, and place them both in mine. You will know you stopped me dead while I was passing by. And now I'm back to see you dance just one more time. Ooh, I see you every night. And on my I like your style. Ooh, you make me wanna cry. And now I'm back to see you dance just one more time. So they say, dance for me, oh, oh. I've never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, eh. And when you're done, I'll make you do it all again. They say, oh my God, I see you walking by. Take my hands, my dear, and look me in my eyes. Just like a monkey, I've been dancing my whole life. But you just beg to see me dance just one more time. Ooh, I see you every time. And on my I like your style. You make me wanna cry. Now I'm back to see you dance just one more time. So they say, dance for me, oh, oh. I've never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, eh. And when you're done, I'll make you do it all again. They say, dance for me, oh, 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 oh. Never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, eh.
Okay, That'll do.
That'll do. Thank you very much.
Jim, what do you think of that song?
It's very catchy. Makes you want to get up out the chair and make a drink or something.
I was going to say dance, but make a drink.
I was very careful not to say that. But I actually saw it on, Instagram, when you can look at somebody's story.
Yeah.
And they posted it on their story. And I thought, I'll just type that into YouTube and see what comes up. And I thought, that's quite a funky song. But I'd never seen the person that sings it before.
That's why it blew my mind.
Yeah.
When a song keeps cropping up sometimes in my life.
Yeah.
And there's be something, and I don't normally in life, I don't like to judge too much.
No.
Kind of go with the flow of it and be like, oh, this pops up.
Yeah.
So I just noticed my interest growing for this song. Every time I heard it, I was just a bit more intrigued. I heard it was number one for about 10 weeks in a row, and she's broken records, the longest running female to reach number one for, 6, a week on end.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, that's interesting, from a social, point of view.
Yeah.
Everyone's buying this song. It was not like a one-hit wonder. So I thought this song first was just her voice in computerized,
Right.
in a machine. And the beat and everything, I just maybe as a DJ or something, or a few people as a group working together.
Yeah.
Then I noticed the artist's name is Tones and I. So it's come across as like an independent artist just playing her own music, her own tones. Maybe with a group, but Tones and I, that implies it's just sort of her. So that's the first time you've seen her sing that song and seen her live.
Yeah.
And see, when I saw it only a few days ago, saw her song playing, so Tones and I, Dance Monkey, singing that live. It's like, that's brilliant. She sounds exactly like the single.
Yeah.
And I was very surprised.
I mean, she wasn't miming. Presumably that was live, was it?
Yeah, she wasn't miming. That was live.
So, I like the beat of it very much. I was surprised to see her, though, because she's not, what society would consider fancy or glamorous, is she?
They wouldn't push her as to, like, the...
Which is why I like her even more.
Yeah.
Because she's just herself. I was trying to listen to the lyrics and see where she was going with that. Like, I've been dancing my whole life or something. I just imagine this socially awkward girl that loves to dance at home in the bedroom when no one's looking or something like that, And I loved the fact that she was advertising Marlboro cigarettes on her coat, which kind of went with her image as unconventional. This wouldn't go well with what society does.
Yeah, what she was wearing was just like a full baggy sort of tracksuit.
It's like, and a cigarette logo on her arm. That's like, if she wasn't wearing that, they wouldn't allow that anywhere else. So that was really just saying, I'm totally not going with the way things are supposed to be and are, even in terms of my physical appearance and what I wear, I suppose.
I mean, I appreciate that more than anything in life.
Yeah.
Somebody's got that confidence of that expression of themselves in life. That's just, there's nothing more, I think, valuable and impressive to me.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yes, you believe in yourself, go for it.
Yeah.
Or they just don't give a damn enough. Good.
No.
Go with it. They're not trying to conform. So there must have been some subtleties just in that song that hit me enough, over a few weeks where I was like, I need to investigate this more.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then seeing her and her style, it's like, that's pretty cool.
I am aware there's a fraction of people that they would be unconventional for the sake of being unconventional, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I'm always wary of that. Like, there's people who are just different in themselves, but now that's become a thing, and so people like to sometimes, I'm not saying that's what she was doing, they like to stand out as being, look at me, I don't conform, but that's just missing the point. It's like humility is a thing that loads of people are adopting now, I've noticed. Oh, I'm not prideful, I'm humble, and it's like, no, you're not. You're just being humble, so you can say that you're humble.
Like, for me, that's so easy to see.
Yes.
It's so easy to see cracks in people that are fake.
Yeah.
I can see that instantly.
I'm always looking out for that.
And I think people do too.
Yeah.
So if somebody did come across and try to be unconventional just for the sake or the coolness of being unconventional, I think it's obvious.
Yeah.
It's so obvious, man.
I couldn't detect it in her, but I'm always so aware of that. And that's because of the superficial nature of this society.
Can't trust anybody. Can't trust anything, man.
No, even people who appear to be genuine. But I now like that a little bit more than I did before. Because of that performance.
I'm glad. I would have thought so, Jim. I would have thought that's ticked a few boxes, at least.
And that will be playing in my head, no doubt, for the rest of the day.
Cool, man. So I should look into the lyrics a bit more, but I think it's more, it's not so much about dance. No. It's about, like, she saw something and it, like, just touched her heart. She liked his style. So it's just sort of like, dance for me again. And it's saying, like, you can just be a dance monkey for me.
Yeah.
That's quite, because there's nothing like, there's nothing about greed or, or sex or money behind that, ego-based. It's just some form of honesty and, some lust in there as well.
Because dancing is, I suppose, at the root of it, is like serenading somebody, isn't it? If you go way back, it's like, I'm going to do this little ritual to get your attention.
It's a mating call.
And the one who does it the best kind of gets the girl or whatever. So dance for me. Yeah, I mean, there's some romance there, I suppose. I
think she's almost saying it from, I see it as a fun point of view. It's just sort of like, dance for me. I've never seen like there's these moves that you've made that you've made before, something like that. So it's just sort of
on the surface, it's a bit of fun, isn't it? But what I'm saying is, it's probably like deeply rooted in some sort of fundamental attraction. It's like dancing.
I think like when it breaches that, I think it's quite sad. When people are going out and like partying, people are in clubs and stuff, drinking alcohol, which is like disgusting in itself anyway.
Yeah.
Which I know people do like engage in. Of course, I have as well. Yeah. But it is disgusting.
Yeah.
and then people are trying to attract, and your guy's trying to attract a girl by like his dance moves, whilst he's drunk in a club. I mean, that's just like, it's disgusting.
Dancing for fun's wonderful. I mean, it's just me. I always sort of try to figure things out, but people just dance, don't they? I mean, look at the people on that video. It was like a form of hypnosis. Everybody was just going with it. Like, what the heck's this? We're all just in tune with this, and we're going with it, and they're not thinking about what they're doing, and that's nice. That's enjoyable, and that was really enjoyable.
But then there's this other spin, because dancing is a completely natural kind of movement, I think. But when there's this other spin to it, and there's something like insincere about the dance, because it's trying to attract something seedy about it. There's just certain,
if you're consciously doing that, which I suspect many people aren't. But if you are, then I understand what you're saying.
I was going to say, maybe it's just like a male point of view, me looking at another male and being like, oh, he's doing that to attract her, I wish she could see it. But there's definitely women that would do that to the guys.
Oh, yeah.
And then other women would look at this woman and be like, oh, I wish they could see that she's just doing that just to toy with you, or just to attract you. Yeah, I think that we'll definitely have that annoyance with our genders, with our common genders. We'll see that what they're trying to do and get annoyed by it. When you see somebody maybe doing something better than you, or something you're not confident enough to do, you're going to get a bit annoyed by that. I suppose that's a certain aspect that we can all relate to. This is jealousy, I suppose.
Yeah, but fundamentally, what is dancing? Not even in the romantic sense, but when we used to go to like the parties and stuff, and everybody would be dancing.
Yeah.
Did you ever just look and think, what are we all doing? Like, it's some sort of an expression of just, what is it? Like, do you know what I mean? It's great. It's fantastic. But
weird, yeah.
I can't really explain it.
Strange that people normally have to get intoxicated to move like that.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be great if you could just do that being sober?
I'm sure there is the link to soberness and dance, which would be much more unique and it'd be much more free.
Like, I don't know. I mean, like, the best dancers I know are sober when they do it. The professional dancers.
Yeah.
It's amazing, isn't it? And I think for any endeavour or true experience, it has to be experienced with a sober, pure mind. And it's one thing I don't like about the alcohol culture is people who don't drink, in my experience, were always portrayed as... I remember doing a questionnaire once, and it was like, are you a loser? Me and my mate did it as a joke. And if you put that you didn't drink, you were one step closer to being a loser. And I was thinking, this is how like perverse society has become. Like, there's nothing wrong with a drink, it's enjoyable. And I understand some people aren't able to be themselves without being intoxicated. I completely get that. But that's your weakness. Don't try and turn it around and make out I'm the one that has the problem because I can go out and stay sober.
It is a weakness, Jim. It's a confidence trick. People will get smashed so they can feel, so they have no inhibitions.
And I could get that in a completely non-judgmental way. But it's when they would turn it around on you and they'd be like, you don't drink? It's like, yeah, and that's, I'm not the one that has the issue here. So it's like, woe to those that call evil good and good evil. That's exactly what's happening with that. But, it's lovely to have a nice pint of Guinness, I suppose, when it's summer and it's cold, and that's okay. But if you need that in order to be something that you cannot be without it, there's something going on there, isn't there?
If you need that drink in order to become a dance monkey.
Because in the ideal world, we'd just be able to do that, wouldn't we?
Yeah, anyone could just do whatever they want. It's the whole feeling like they've got no inhibitions, feeling enlightened. That's what alcohol comes in, because it's it's poisoning your mind. You're just getting a bit loopy. You're not conscious of yourself in the world anymore.
No.
So that's why people are more free to do and say what they want.
The insecurities are toned down.
Yeah, but let's talk about alcohol in a separate podcast. This is not a link to a new podcast or anything, Jim. So we've just dissected that song.
Yeah.
A little bit in itself. Tones and I, Dance Monkey, and you thought it was all right?
Yeah, a good song, catchy song, and I wish that lady all the very best of luck.
Yeah, I think she rocks, man. We've mentioned her style a little bit. I like her style, and I was very surprised. So when you first heard that song, you didn't see her and her style.
See it. I just heard it.
So what was your impression of the song? So originally, I thought, this is just another generic dance song which everyone kind of likes, and it'll fade away. But then just kept coming back, and the more I got to learn about the song, the more it grew on me.
Yeah, it sounded really simplistic, almost like something I could have done at first. But I thought, I like this. It's the notes go well together, and then it just got better and better.
You're not just saying that.
No. Oh, no. Why would I? If I'd said it... no, I would have said, oh, it's a load of crap, not my cup of tea. But I actually thought it was... I didn't download it. I mean, I didn't like it that much. And it's not on my playlist. But I was in two minds as to whether or not to put it on my playlist, and I decided not to, because I didn't like it that much.
Oh, really? Because I wouldn't play this... I wouldn't go out my way to kind of play this too much. I wouldn't put it on a playlist. I wouldn't like it to come on randomly.
Yeah.
For me, I think it would be more like I want to investigate this more.
Yeah.
It was more curiosity, and that's what I think. Like a lot of songs do that for me these days. I'm more curious about it than an actual fan of it.
And I'll probably look her up because I'm intrigued now about her, about that woman that was singing it. Who is she? You know.
Yeah, I think I'll do the same.
Where's she from? And I'm quite interested in doing that now.
Cool, man.
But I couldn't tell you any of her other songs.
No, I have no idea.
No,
I think she might be Australian, but I don't like guessing stuff, so
okay.
Let's not edit that out because that was a guess.
Well, I would have no clue based on her accent anyway.
So next time we do this, you can pick a song for me to dissect.
Okay.
And I imagine it's not going to be anything like Dance Monkey.
No, probably not. I'll make sure it's something hopefully you've never heard, but you probably will have heard it knowing you.
Do you think, did you have any inclination that I was going to play something like that?
No idea. Absolutely.
Did you think it was going to be, I was probably going to be Arctic Monkeys or Metallica?
I was thinking something along those lines.
Yeah.
And you probably anticipated that in me, and that's why you put that on.
Well, this is the song that gave me the idea of doing the weekly thing, because it like I say, it grew on me, and I got more and more curious, and then I liked her style. I was like, I wonder what Jim thinks of this. Because this is completely out of my kind of like interest loop. You know, people wouldn't associate that song with me. Because I'm a bit more of like a rock genre kind of fan.
Well, now, I will now. Whenever I hear that, I'll think of you.
It's going to change the whole perception of me.
No, but I've, my interest in music is so broad. I mean, I am into like stuff like that as well. So I just didn't download that one. But
cool, man. So it'll be fun to see where this different type of podcast goes in all sort of different directions.
And it does go off. I mean, like almost went off on a tangent with alcohol. Then you got to steer me back onto the path because I'll just go with anything.
Yeah.
But it's because everything is connected, isn't it?
That's it, buddy.
And that's it. So that's what all that brought to my mind. Being herself, unconventional, free, not conforming to patterns and stereotypes of beauty. That was nice. Free.
People like to see that as well. Like fans like to see that. I think they are like heroes in the world. Not just like, the best looking people that we see as like maybe when celebrities started to break through where people want to be celebrities just for being celebrities. People just want to be famous. And that's so plastic and fake. And everyone knows this now. There's no authenticity to it.
No.
Those are like people that people idolize, like that Tones and I Dance Monkey song lady, where she's just being herself and being free.
There's some character there, isn't there?
People have hope in that. People believe in that now, and people just keep pushing that. I'm noticing it more and more, man. You're getting more people who are untraditional.
Yeah.
You can't box them. They're starting to rise to the surface, and that's the greatest thing. It's true art rising.
And interestingly, the first thing that comes to mind when you see that is this genuine? Because we're so used to seeing what we've seen for so long.
Is it manufactured?
And it probably is genuine for the most part. But
I think it is genuine.
There's always that little suspicion, at least in me. I think, are you just being different for the sake of being different?
It's definitely good to have that doubt.
Yeah. I think it's necessary. Perhaps sad that I do. But
no, I don't think so, Jim, because maybe at the source of every topic of thought is question everything.
Yeah.
Question everything.
Question everything.
So straight away it's like, is it good? Is it genuine?
Yeah.
It's always good to question everything, man. I question myself.
Yeah.
Do I need the toilet? Do I really need the toilet?
Yeah.
I'm joking.
I wasn't sure. Yeah. Question everything.
Yeah, man. But yeah, Dance Monkey, Tones and I'm looking forward to seeing what you've got prepared for me next week, Jim.
I'm cooking something up for later.
Sweet man. All right, peace, brother.